first times my friends and I went flying with communication, and it really just puts a whole different spin on the flight. Those two still take off from my home field that I've since been booted from. I don't think the guy's neighbor liked the Charlie Soap billboard being flown over his house all the time. I'm not really sure why. Now I take off from a different field, separated from that field by an acre of trees. Background you can see their field, and in the foreground you can see my field. So cool how things work out. Brooks' son Liam loves to see us fly over, so while we tried to figure out where we were going that day, I took us straight over his house. Communications allow you to tell your wingman exactly what you're doing. I bet Liam loved that flyby. I'm a golfer, so when I see a late afternoon walking warrior, I try to give his passion credence and steer clear. So I suggested to the guys that we visit another landing strip I have access to and do a little low flying. Seemed like a harmless enough suggestion at the time. Friend starts the low flying shenanigans a little early, but we all have our own risk tolerance. That's for certain. Right about now, Scott's asking me where I'd bail out if my motor quit, and I'm telling him that the field to the right would probably be fine, but I'd probably take the road if I was being honest. No idea what my man below would do, but he'd probably pull it off. up on Mayo River Road field, and I want to do a low pass, but I don't want to get boxed in by my man, so I do a quick 360 before I come down. And that does the trick to put a little distance between me and him. I haven't seen a lot of guys doing it, but I like to foot drag even though I'm on a trike. I guess I just like the way it feels on my feet. First thing you gotta do is get out your seat and then wait for it and roll on. And your prop is good and your wheels don't even touch, and you have the same feeling that the foot launch guys do, dragging their feet. The complacency is the mother of all screw-ups, so up here I do the same thing, except I don't get out of my seat and I end up, well, you'll see. Nah, let me explain it first. We all have the same headset with the push-to-talk on the ear cup, and my friend and I both have the same super responsive Hadron XX. When one pushes the button while flying this wing, one has to take care not to pull the unwanted brake, and especially so when one is flying close to the ground or another object, or both. Now, he had just accomplished this feat. I had not. In my jealousy, I forced the issue. I accomplished the feat while neglecting other responsibilities, which cost me, among other things, a couple of grams off my prop tip. I love shooting this little hole. I've been down through here I don't know how many times. I never got out of my seat. I keep getting lower, but my feet aren't there to indicate that I'm getting a little too close. So my back wheels drag first, pulling my front wheel down into the crap. I gun it and pull mad brakes and limp off, my prop audibly flapping. I stayed super deep in the brakes, thinking the prop was about to come apart from the vibrations at first. I'm thinking I have to put it down after something like that, right? When all of a sudden, I wasn't thinking about the fact that my wheel had just been sideways. I was simply happy that the vibration calmed down for some reason, and I was climbing. Not very fast and not with a full 8,000 RPMs or anything, but I was climbing and I didn't feel a lot of vibration, so I rocked it all the way home. See, I'm still going around and around, getting a little bit of altitude before I start making it over the trees. It's a long way over the trees, and there's only one highway that I can ditch on the way home from here. So, the morals of the story. Even though you can do a thing, it doesn't mean you've necessarily thought it through enough to do it well. Work on new techniques when you're flying by yourself. At least, like my lawyer always says, try not to get caught doing two sketchy things at the same time. Now drink, but don't drive while you're doing it. And drive fast, but don't already be running from the law when you start, etc.
I went for the old power off landing. That was pretty cool. Any more might have gotten cold.